Good evening and welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. I'm Alifat Ismail and with me is
Rashidat Moraima.
The news headlines. Tinubu order immediate repair of collapsed Mokwa bridge.
Federal government to clamp down on unapproved satellite campuses of varsities. Orders.
IEYDA holds an Pre-Durbar endurance trek.
Federal government, Bill Gates Foundation signed MOU on health, education and others.
Occasional Primary School law in 1982 set donates armchairs and tables to Alma Mater.
Nigerian UNICEF partner to train 20 million. Nigerian UNICEF partner to train 20 million youth in digital skills by 2030.
BREC Orphanage School committed to supporting indigent, orphaned children, director says.
NOA working to rebuild trust in Nigeria.
Now the news in details. President Bola Tinubu has directed the Federal Ministry of Works to begin immediate repairs of the collapsed Mokwa Bridge, which is a vital connection between northern and southern Nigeria. The bridge collapsed due to recent flooding that has severely impacted road networks and other bridges in Mokwa town. The Minister of State for Works, Barrister Bello Goroyo, announced his directive while leading the federal government delegation on condolence visits to the Mokwa local government area of Niger State on Tuesday. He highlighted the importance of the Mokwa road to Nigeria's transportation system and assured that the ministry is dedicated to maintaining its functionality.
The Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, has warned federal universities, polytechnics and college of education across the country, declaring that any satellite campus established without prior approval through their respective regulatory agencies, the National Universities Commission, the National Board for Technical Education, and the National College for Education will face strict sanctions. Alausa emphasized that the unapproved proliferation of satellite campuses undermines the integrity, quality, and sustainability of the Nigerian tertiary education system.
In preparation for the 2025 Durbar celebration in Ilorin, scheduled to take place on the third day of Eid al-Adha festival, the Ilorin Emirates Youth Development Association organized its annual Pre-Durbar endurance trek. The event aimed to sensitize the public on the importance of attending the Durbar and Eid prayer, as well as to promote peaceful coexistence within the community. Members of IEYDA, led by the National President, Alhaji Muhammad Osman Jaguma, and Chairman of the Durbar Committee, Engineer Sulaiman Yahya Alakwansapa, guided youth from across the Emirates on a city-wide trek through Ilorin. The trek began at the Emir's Palace and proceeded through Sentagoro, Gambari, Okelele, and Idiakwe, and ended at the Emir's Palace. During the event, the Magajare and Baba Saleh of Ilorin offered royal blessings and prayers for the youth. They also advised them on the importance of unity and peaceful cohabitation within the Emirates and beyond.
Nigeria yesterday moved up in its use of artificial intelligence, AI, to improve lives and expand opportunities in various sectors. Through the Federal Ministry of Communications, Innovations and Digital Economy, it launched the Nigerian Artificial Intelligence (AI) Scaling Loop in partnership with the BREC Foundation. The Hub is a new initiative meant to accelerate the responsible development and scale up of AI-driven solutions in the health, agriculture, and education sector.
In a remarkable show of commitment to education and community development, the Old Pupils Association of Vocational Primary School 1982 set on Wednesday officially handed over 100 chairs and tables to their alma mater in Ilorin. Speaking during the commissioning ceremony, the president of the 1982 set, Malam Ibrahim Ayodele, said the gesture was inspired by a desire to give back to the school that laid the foundation for their success. He noted that the donation, which includes furniture for both teachers and pupils, is aimed at improving the teaching and learning environment at the school. He also commended the school's management and staff for their unwavering dedication and commitment to human capital development over the years. In his remarks, Mr. Abodi Abdulkarim Yusuf, head teacher of Vocational School A, expressed heartfelt appreciation to all pupils for their generous contribution.
To great appreciation and welcome each and everyone to this great commissioning of endless chairs and tables provided by the Old Pupils Association of Vocational Primary 1982 to the present learners in the school. We sincerely and greatly appreciate the association for their great contribution for the effective teaching and learning of the learners in the school. May the Almighty Allah continue to be with you in all your endeavors in life.
That donation as a significant milestone in the students' effort to provide a conducive learning environment. Representing the Secretary of Ilorin Local Government Education Authority, Mr. Edun, the head of section for quality assurance, commended the association for their selfless gesture. The event also drew members of the 1958 set who applauded the 1982 set for not forgetting their roles and urged other students to emulate the gesture. The head teacher of Vocational School B, Alaja Bola Abdul, offered prayers for the members of the association, praising their decision to give back to their society and support education at the grassroots.
Nigeria and the United Nations Children Fund, UNICEF, has entered into a strategic partnership to train 20 million youths in essential digital skills by 2030. The partnership is a part of efforts to position the country's young population for the global digital economy. The partnership was formalized during a high-level meeting at the State House in Abuja between Vice President Kashim Shettima and a delegation from the United Nations system in Nigeria, led by the UN resident and humanitarian coordinator, Mr. Muhammad.
The director of BREC Special Children and Orphan School, a division of Beyond Recovery Reformation Center, Malam Zubair Abdullah Fiz, has reaffirmed the institution's commitment to the welfare of orphans and vulnerable children. He said the school was established to provide care, education, vocational training, feeding, healthcare, shelter, and overall support to indigent children and the less privileged in the society.
The BREC is a coin word which is Beyond the Recovery Reformation Center. So we established BREC based on the fact that we discovered that we have indigent children around, those that are orphaned, those that are downtrodden. In fact, we see some of them who are roaming about the streets. And being a social worker in the background, which I possess, I discovered that the initiative comes around that we should also put something in place, a facility in place, which care should be given to this category of children. And it is an academic environment, likewise a shelter home also. So we established this as a charity organization for us to also contribute our own quota to the development of the state, the nation, and the humanity at large. And we have centers around which are government-owned establishments, but our own is being put in place in order to complement the effort of the government, of the state and the federal.
Speaking with Justeventonline TV on Wednesday, Malam Zubair, a seasoned social worker with over 15 years of experience, explained that BREC is a charitable organization founded with the aim of contributing positively to community development and complements government efforts at both the state and federal levels. He emphasized that the welfare of vulnerable children cannot be left solely to the government, calling on the general public, corporate organizations, philanthropists, private entities, and well-meaning individuals to partner with BREC in providing for children's needs and ensuring a safer and more equitable society.
And what we expect from the general public, especially corporate organizations, the philanthropists and individuals, in fact private bodies, so is to join us, to collaborate with us. We can't do it alone. And as you can see, this is just a small facility which we have put in place. Whatever we can do for us to join us together, because as I have said earlier, the government is doing its best. We as a professionals also do our best, and we have seen corporate organizations around and individuals that have been doing very well in this area. So we want to welcome them to also partner with us.
Malam Zubair therefore expressed his appreciation to notable supporters, including Professor Abubakar Sulaiman, Dr. Mariam Yaduni Yusuf, Honorable Yusuf Saka Iletu, and others for their continued contributions to humanitarian causes.
So when you enter our facility today, we honored some individuals who have foundations, and we pick them not based on any reason, just because they are committed to humanity. So they have that empathy, they have been doing well, because majority of them have their own personal foundation also, which is also a charity organization. And then we said we want to honor them based on what they have been doing to contribute to the development of the society and the children.
The Director General of National Orientation Agency, Lanre Isa Onilu, has asserted that the agency is actively working to restore citizens' trust and belief in Nigeria. NOK boss said the agency focus was to ensure that Nigerians naturally develop belief in their country and are emotionally invested in its growth. He emphasized that no government policy can succeed without the psychological and emotional commitment of the people.
On Justeventonline News at 9, here's the recap of the story. Tinubu order immediate repair of collapsed Mokwa bridge.
Federal government to clamp down on unapproved satellite campuses of varsities. Orders.
IEYDA holds an Pre-Durbar endurance trek.
Federal government, Bill Foundation signed MOU on health, education and others.
Occasional Primary School, Ilorin, 1982 set, donates 100 chairs, tables to Alma Mater.
Nigeria, UNICEF partner to train 20 million youth in digital skills by 2030.
BREC Orphanage School committed to supporting indigent, orphaned children.
NOA working to rebuild trust in Nigeria, DG says.
Thank you for watching Justeventonline News. Never take blame on what has gone, but learn the necessary lesson from it. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com and to read more updates. Follow us on our social media platforms with a tab at Justeventonline. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. I'm Alifat Ismail. I'm with me,
Rashidat Muraino.
Good night.